好，各位同学晚安。今天晚上提前来做 The Catcher in the Rye 进度的补充，赶一下进度，把后面3页，第10章后面3页全部一口气很快的念完，做正音部分的朗读。后面的段落，后面的单元我们再来做解签跟讲解和正音。我们现在就直接开始。我们回忆一下，之前好像到了95页。They probably thought movie stars always hung out 这边，好，我就一口气把后面这3页念完，就到11页了。广读确实是速度很快很快。好，我就直接开始。They probably thought movie stars always hung out in the lavender room when they came to New York instead of the Story Club or El Morocco and all. Anyway, it took me about a half hour to find out where they all worked and all in Seattle. They all work in the same insurance office. I asked them if they liked it. But do you think you could get an intelligent answer out of those 3 dopes? I thought the 2 guys, 2 ugly ones, Marty and Lavin, were sisters, but they got very insulted when I asked them. You could tell neither one of them wanted to look like the other one, and you couldn't blame them. But it was very amusing anyway. I danced with them all, the whole 3 of them, one at a time. The one ugly one, Lavin, wasn't too bad a dancer, but the other one, old Marty, was murder. Old Marty was like dragging a Statue of Liberty around the floor. The only way I could even half enjoy myself dragging her around was if I amused myself a little. So I told her I just saw Gary Cooper, the movie star, on the other side of the floor. Where? She asked me, excited as hell. Where? Oh, you just missed him. He just went out. Why didn't you look when I told you? She practically stopped dancing and started looking over everybody's heads to see if she could see him. Oh, shoot, she said. I just about broken her heart. I really had. I was sorry as hell I'd kidded her. Some people you shouldn't kid, even if they deserve it. Here's what was funny, though. When we got back to the table, old Marty told the other 2 that Gary Cooper had just gone out. Boy, old Lavin and Bernice nearly committed suicide when they heard that. They got all excited and asked Marty if she'd seen him and all. Old Marty said she'd only caught a glimpse of him. That killed me. The bar was closing up for the night, so I bought them all 2 drinks apiece quick before it closed, and I ordered 2 more Cokes for myself. The goddamn table was lousy with glasses. The one ugly one, Lavin, kept kidding me because I was only drinking Cokes. She had a sterling sense of humor. She and old Marty were drinking Tom Collins's in the middle of December, for God's sake. They didn't know any better. The blonde one, old Bernice, was drinking bourbon and water. She was really putting it away, too. The whole 3 of them kept looking for movie stars the whole time. They hardly talked even to each other. Old Marty talked more than the other 2. She kept saying these very corny, boring things like calling the can a little girl's room, and she thought Buddy Singer's poor old beat-up clarinet player was really terrific when he suited up and took a cup of ice-cold hot licks. She called his clarinets a licorice stick. Was he corny? The other ugly one, Lavin, thought she was a very witty type. She kept asking me to call out my father and asked him what he was doing tonight. She kept asking me if my father had a date or not. 4 times she asked me that. She was certainly witty. Old Bernice, the blonde one, didn't say hardly anything at all. Every time I asked her something, she said, what? They can get on your nerves after a while. All of a sudden, when they finished their drink, all 3 of them stood up on me and said they had to get to bed. They said they were going to get up early to see the first show at Radio City Music Hall. I tried to get them to stick around for a while, but I wouldn't. So we said goodbye and all. I told them I'd look them up in Seattle sometime, if I ever got there, but I doubt if I ever will. Look them up, I mean. With cigarettes and all, the check came to about $13. I think they should have at least offered to pay for the drinks they had before I joined them. I wouldn't have let them, naturally, but I should have at least offered. I didn't care much, though. They were so ignorant, and they had those sad, fancy hats on and all. And that business about getting up early to see the first show at Radio City Music Hall depressed me. If somebody, some girl in the awful-looking hats, for instance, comes all the way to New York from Seattle, Washington, for God's sake, and ends up getting up early in the morning to see the goddamn first show at Radio City Music Hall, it makes me so depressed I can't stand it. I'd have bought the whole three of them 100 drinks if only they hadn't told me that. I left the lavender room pretty soon after they did. Long time they were closing it up anyway, and the band had quit a long time ago. In the first place, it was one of those places that are very terrible to be in unless you have somebody good to dance with, or unless the waiter lets you buy real drinks instead of just cokes. There isn't any nightclub in the world you can sit in for a long time unless you can at least buy some liquor and get drunk. Or unless you're with some girl that really knocks you out. 好，我觉得整个朗读完后面蛮好笑的，哈哈 Holden 确实蛮有幽默感的，里面讲的一些事情看起来会觉得蛮好笑。好，这个我们到解签的时候再来解。我们今天7分钟差不多讲了朗读了3页，那难免有时候会卡卡的，我们后面正音再来做微调修正这样子。好，那我们今天就到这个地方结束，感谢同学，晚安。